Another strong, empowered, and independent scam artist. Like I said, oh man, when they did that study, when it showed single and childless, was it women are going to be single and childless? It's like basically, yeah, over 50% of women are going to be single and childless in 2030. Now, here she's not childless, but it's going to be a whole lot of single women out here on scam mode. I'm talking about scammer mode. So, man, y'all better be careful out here because you're starting. Anybody that's been watching my videos, you're really starting to see a theme with these videos, with these so-called independent women talking about, I'm tired of being quote unquote independent, and really, she's she's looking for a pet wallet. You know what I mean? She's looking for a pet wallet. She's quote unquote tired of working. Really, that's what it is. Which what she really wants to say, she's tired of being an adult, but she has kids as well. So we'll need to do the research on her on that. But let's take a listen to what she has to say.
I know I'm an independent woman. Okay, I get it. However, us independent women love being treated with so much softness because there's not enough of it in our life. Every aspect of my life, I have to be strong. I have to show up for my kids, my job. I have to support myself. I have to do everything with such a strong mentality that when a man comes in and allows you this softness to just simply exist in your soft feminine energy, it's such a gift. So when you show up, I can't wait to meet you and be soft. It's going to be such a radical change for me. I know I'm an independent woman. Okay.
This is another thing that I haven't really touched on is it's never going to be enough if you walk into a woman's life like this, because what her expectation of you, what she's asking for, she's not going to be able to find it. What she's asking for really doesn't exist. What she's looking for in her, her ideal guy, what she's looking for, it doesn't exist. It just doesn't exist. And like I said, beware, because apparently she's a single mother. Even though I got to do the research, on that. Let's before we do a replay, let's do some research on that end. Let's do some research on that end. Oh, so she's a divorcee. She's a divorcee.
Best friend. Now ex-husband, ex-best friend, but they fell in love.
So she's not a single mom. She's a divorcee.
It's now been 4 years, and I wanted to share a very important lesson that I learned. The people that are meant to be in your life will be in your life. Nothing will stop them from simply being in your life. If it's so easy for someone to leave, then they were never truly meant to be with you long-term anyways. Also, I see people begging people to stay in their life. You really want someone in your life that you have to beg for? No, thank you. And if you're really fighting for someone to stay, don't you value and respect yourself enough to just let them go? I know that divorce is really hard, and I know that sitting in the loneliness is really hard, but it's way better than begging and pleading for someone to see your worth and your value. You are worth so much more than that, and I hope you...
Well, you clearly wasn't worth that much. Lord have mercy. Yeah, that was a bit cold-blooded, but clearly you weren't worth it that much. Oh, man. So sharing my journey to self-love, healing, and authenticity, inspiring positive vibes and genuine connections. Linktree. Oh, Lord, here we go. What we got on her Linktree? What we got here? Buy me a car. Oh, Lord. Jesus. Oh, man. Let's keep things respectful. Let's keep things on topic. Let's do a replay here on Mrs. Strong and Independent Queen here. Oh, look at her hashtags: relationships, hashtag single, feminine, masculine, women in business, single moms. Oh, Lord. Here, let's take a replay.
Okay, I get it. However, us independent women love being treated with so much softness because there's not enough of it in our life.
And whose fault is that? This is what you voted for. This is what you marched for. This is what you've been asking of men. But like I said, the stuff that women have asked of men, they haven't been honest on what they really want. Because if they were because there's just the downside with women in terms into their defense. If women really was asking what they really wanted, most men would not even bother. Most men would not even bother with them, and that's the cold, hard facts about that.
Every aspect of my life, I have to be strong. I have to show up for my kids, my job. I have to support myself. I have to do everything with such a
So all the things that she's complaining about, I always say this, fine, we'll take your word for it. Now imagine a man saying this. Would you give him credit? No, if a man was saying this, they would be like, no, bro, that's your job. That's your job of being a dad, or that's your job of being an adult. That's what I would like to say to these so-called independent women that think they want a cookie for being an adult. You know what I mean?
strong mentality that when a man comes in and allows you this softness to just simply exist in your soft feminine energy, it's such a gift. So
money must be running low.
When you show up, I can't wait to meet you and be soft. It's going to be such a radical change for me.
Conditional femininity. Once the man of her dreams comes through, then I can be soft. No. This is in all, like I said, this whole thing with this conditional femininity. Oh, he has to he needs to awaken the femininity inside of me so I can decrease my masculine. No. It's either you're feminine or you're not. It's not something where you can, because if a man was saying, look, I wear high heels, I wear makeup, but once the right woman comes along, my masculine in me will awaken, and I will take off the makeup and my high heels, and I will put on my boots and my and get my Cetaphil makeup wipe remover and be in my masculine. If a man was saying that, they'll be like, no, it doesn't work that way. Now, I will say to ladies, it doesn't work that way. It's either you're feminine or not, or you're not. It's either you're soft or you're not. And most of you guys are, let me be nice to you. Most women that are doing this whole strong and independent thing, you're at best, you are play acting defective men. At best, you are defective men. Because the stuff that you want a cookie for is literally the bare minimum of what like the stuff that they want a cookie for is the bare minimum that men are expected to do. I'm talking about the bare minimum. So these are the things that I think they don't realize. But like I said, for women to get like a high follower count on Instagram and YouTube and stuff, all they got to do is talk this nonsense, this gargly goop about being strong and independent, but also wanting a man to fill in and control the situation, but not control me and all this stuff. I'm sorry, it just doesn't work that way. Christian Grey from 50 Shades of Grey is not coming to save you. Jason Momoa is not coming to save you. Henry Cavill, these people, they're not going to save you. Somebody said, sorry, you can't have your cake and eat it too. And right here, somebody said the ultimate bingo question. Now, how do men need to be treated? If you asked her, this is what I will always challenge the conservatives. The conservative men, when they meet these women that are talking about, oh, I've tried this strong and independent thing and it doesn't work. I'm ready to be taken care of. They're always talking about them being taken care of. I'm like, okay, be brave enough to ask them, okay, what are you going to do for me? Quote unquote, what do you bring to the table? That is a fair question. That is fair because men already know we're going to have to bring something. We can't bring nothing unless if you're a Chad and Tyrone, but most men are not. So we already know. And even those guys, they can't stay with that girl long term if he's not bringing anything. That is a fair question. Now, how are you going to treat me? If I'm stepping in and I'm filling in the blanks, what are you going to do for me? So right here, you're going to have a lady talking about having to be, I haven't seen the comments for this part, but let's see this. Having to be strong all the time is so exhausting. Let's be honest. Interesting. She said that. Let's be honest. Meaning these hoes be capping on Instagram, talk about they be doing shit. I'll say this. The women that I know that are making real moves out here, they're not putting it on social media. Just to let you guys know, because I know ladies that are actually out here killing it in the game, but I'm talking about they not posting nothing on Instagram. You would have never thought it off first glance. They be having 200 followers and they only follow their family. These ladies up here on Instagram talking crazy, they be capping. And usually the women that are doing really well, they're already very family oriented anyways off GP. So that's a whole nother discussion too. I'm tired. I'm exhausted. But we already know when they were younger and they thought they were better than most of the men that they were around, I already know they was talking cash money-ish about the men around them. Somebody said, welcome to being a man. At least people care about your troubles and want to help. That's what I'll be saying. Because women have the luxury of being able to opt out without penalty. Men don't have that option. If they opt out, they're going to be under a bridge. they're gonna be under a bridge or at McDonald's at the drive-thru, trying to be right. You know those homeless ninjas that be right where you be at McDonald's and they be right there. I'm talking about right when you roll down the window so you can't even avoid them. Or if you're not paying attention, your window is still down and they be right up on you. They be right up on you and you'll be like, yo, come on, man, give me some space. I didn't even get a chance to breathe. That's what happens with men that opt out of being an adult. He said, somebody said, welcome to the world. You want equality? You are welcome to it. Oh, man. Somebody said, I wish they understood how much we strong women miss this part in them to be treated like a queen. Oh, man. And I already know they ripped her in the comment section. I already know they ripped her, you know. But like I said, somebody said, but behave like a man. Yeah, I always say, you guys need to stay away from these women like the plague. I'm talking about specifically this type. The ones that claim that strong independence, but talking about they want out and they're exhausted. That is a trap. If you come in there and step in and try to be the superhero of her story, do not do it. You are going to pay for that.